And the last time that I was allowed to speak, well, I wasn't allowed to speak, but I spoke anyway because I felt that the gag order was unconscionably immoral, racist, anti democratic, and dangerous to our society under law. And I was escorted out with the help of three kind police persons. I felt that my white skin and my age would save me, and it did. Plus, three council persons who I consider friends, including my own friend, James Hardy, from Ward 8. And so I'm, I am, I'm just really upset, particularly one council person that I shall not name, but who said, "We are here to save the city." And I think what was unsaid was from the citizens. We're here to save the city from the citizens. Can you believe that? Can Akron be a city without its citizens? Unbelievable. You can get along without uh, uh, huge construction companies like Rulin. Um, uh, you can get along without, well, you could barely get along without large hospital complexes. You can get along without many things that make up our city, but you can never have a city without citizens. If you don't believe me, I still have a copy of the World Book that I used to try to sell when I was um, uh, uh, during my summer vacations. And in that, just look up the World Book. You can call Siri or Alexa, and you can find out as well. What makes a city? Can you have a city without citizens? You cannot. So what in the world are we doing as a council if we're trying to save the city from its own citizens?
Well, you're spot on, Reverend Beatty. I mean, I think those who are elected to serve the public have to remember that it's a representative form of government.
Yes.
And those that you represent are the citizens.
Yes.
Again, you've spoken up and you've spoken out about the restrictions on those being able to participate in the democratic process here.
Yes.
And I think it's important for citizens to know that we see what's happening now with the demonstrations on campus. Now, it's a different form, but still, those campuses that are engaging and allowing students to speak out and speak up,
to assemble,
are having less disturbance, if any at all, than those campuses that are bringing in the guard or the police and forcing people off. I think here in our own city, what we saw, and I'm going to take us back to Jalen Walker.
Yes.
Right after Jalen Walker was murdered, council shut down a whole month of July and then went on recess during August.
Yes.
And citizens were angry. Because they couldn't voice themselves in the public forum of council chambers, they took those demonstrations to the street.
Yes.
And when they couldn't meet council in chambers, they even went to council in the mayor's doorsteps.
Yes.
And we saw what happened. What that ended up costing the city was we arrested folks because people were frustrated. That cost the city upwards over $750,000 in settlement.
Yeah.
Just from protesters. We have to understand, especially as we say that we're a community of collaboration and collective dialogue,
Transparency.
that we have to make council chambers, which is belongs to the citizens, accessible to the citizens.
Yes.
So again, before I turn the mic back over to you, Reverend Beaty, I just want to remind folks, our hope and our goal is to use this platform to give citizens a voice.
Yes.
So that the restrictions that take place in council, you could come here and have your 3 minutes plus to express yourself, to help share and educate those in this community about the issues and concerns that are important, that we need to address. And I don't take it lightly, because for those who may not know, the reason why we even have a public comment forum isn't because elected officials thought it was good, but citizens thought it was good. And I believe you were one of the ones that helped, along with.
I was one of the agitators.
Yes, sir.
The ability to speak to city council.
Mm-hmm.